So what we've got here is an unboxing of an Ashland Fat Herbie wallet in Horween natural shell Cordovan. So without further ado, here's the box, wax stamp on the top. I ordered it with the matching keychain. This should match the wallet identically, I'm hoping. Nice. Shell Cordovan. Random Ashland card. This is what we're after. Bottom of the box, little padding. So it comes in this bag, and there it is. So this is the natural shell Cordovan Ashland Fat Herbie wallet. So first impressions, I mean, it's clean, definitely stitched clean. I mean, the stitching on this is almost perfect, really, as you can see yourself. The shell, I mean, it's nice. The one thing that jumps out at me is the coloring on them. I mean, I've collected a lot of shell Cordovan products over the years, and this looks like whiskey to me. So natural traditionally would be a little bit lighter than this, but nonetheless, it's a great color. I actually personally prefer whiskey over natural. Interior stitching looks good. So you've got this stamp inside. Now there's a bit of a controversy around this stamp lately. So it used to be the case that you actually scored a pretty rare product if you landed a shell Cordovan item with the Horween stamp in it, because traditionally Horween would stamp each hide once with a small stamp in the middle of the hide, and if it just so happened that your product had that stamp in some area that was visible, it was fairly rare. I've had tons of shoes over the years made of shell Cordovan, and I've only had a couple pair where I've actually been able to see the stamp on it. But apparently recently Ashland got their hands on a Horween stamp, and they've been stamping every product that comes out in shell Cordovan. So it kind of takes some of the allure out of the stamp, but nonetheless, it's still cool. Still cool every time you open it, you can see the stamp. So inside looks like we've got this Ashland stamp on the right side, a Horween stamp on the left side, 4 slots. Apparently you can fit 4 cards per slot, so 16 total cards. Cash compartment on the back. Let's see how a bill would fit into that. So, I mean, yeah, it's sitting very deep inside there. It's not really going anywhere once it's closed. Definitely not. So with regard to the size of the wallet, I mean, it is a fairly large wallet. It's not the largest wallet I own, but it's kind of up there. So with regard to, or with comparison to a traditional Trifold wallet, I mean, I've got one right here. Substantially larger, but it'll fit really into any pair of jeans you got them. I've got a couple pair here to display that. So here's just a kind of standard pair of Ironheart jeans. Back pocket fits. This is actually the smallest back pocket I've got on any of my jeans, so if it fits into that, it's going to fit into all of them. And just for demonstration purposes, here's a pair of Naked and Famous. Fits, no problems at all. Let's check the front pocket on these. And fits, absolutely no problem at all. Completely concealed. So, with regard to color, I do have some other products made of Horween shell here. Specifically, I want to just compare this to a pair of boots that I've got in whiskey shell. So these are Alden whiskey shell Cordovan Chukkas. This is the Ashland natural shell Cordovan wallet. I mean, to my eye, they're the exact same. To the untrained eye, they're going to be the exact same. So, I'd probably be more likely to call this whiskey than natural, but it's, like I said before, still super nice. It could pass as whiskey, it could pass as natural. It really doesn't matter as long as you're satisfied with the color on it. That's really all that should matter here. So, yeah, I mean, all in all, I think it is a very nice wallet. Something like this should last you a lifetime with proper care. The shell Cordovan really will only enhance with age. Should last forever as long as you're not getting it soaking wet daily. or, you know, just putting it in salt water, doing something stupid with it. I mean, it really should last a long time as long as you're repairing the stitching if it ever comes out. You know, applying it a little bit of product every now and again, but very rarely. Something like this, you know, it'll just really get a lot better with age. So that's about it. I mean, if you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them in the comments. And, you know, if you found this valuable, I'd really appreciate it if you would either like the video and or subscribe to the channel. I'll be putting out a lot more reviews coming up soon, so that's about all. Thanks a lot, guys.